塞尔维亚人逛进博会，那当然要带大家来塞尔维亚国家馆。现在我就在塞尔维亚国家馆的旁边，跟这个场馆的设计师的学生一起在编织这个国家馆的外立面。那这次国家馆的设计风格非常的有意思，它的设计总体来说是一个半开放式的结构，整个外立面总共有3个不同材质的墙面，一个是实心的墙面，一个是这样子的编织物，还有一个玻璃的墙面。然后走到场馆的时候，里面是一个半封闭式的结构，有关于塞尔维亚的介绍，有一个互动平台，以及塞尔维亚的厨师给大家带来的美味佳肴。我们这次有幸也采访到了设计师本人，让他带我们走进塞尔维亚国家馆，跟我们说一说这次国家馆背后的设计理念。
Okay, Serbian, English.
It's both fine.
English.
Okay, so let's do it in English. Although both of us are Serbian, we are going to do this one in English.
Half Chinese. Both are half Chinese.
Yeah. I've been here for 20 years, and you have been here for 15 years.
Correct. 15 years, 10 years in Shenzhen, 5 years in Shanghai.
Amazing.
Several more years in Asia. But yeah, actually, I think being here means a lot because import is never about one country. It's the country that shares and the country that receives. So foundation in good relationships is very important. And also we want to do it, we want to show it in design. So when we start with a concept, we think like, so what is our shared culture? And thousands of years ago, Serbian house called Sojanica was built by being elevated from the floor, where under, from the protection mostly, but under was keeping the foods and animals, which is same in China. Two distant cultures have similar habits, and that is very interesting.
Both of our cultures are agricultural
so much
cultures.
similar.
Yes.
So we actually wanted to embody this common culture, and we made several layers. The layer where below the facade is our core element, which is wheat. Main food that is coming to us, which is for China, mifan, rice. This is what is for us. And the house, which is made of the remnant earth, the texture that was also a technique in our ancient both times, and the element of future, which is embodied of the Expo graphics. So those 3 elements of tradition, of what we eat, what makes us, and of what we are planning to do, of our character, which is embodied in the theme of the Expo 2027 Belgrade, Serbia. If you can see, comparing to the other pavilions, we make a setback. What we know in Serbia people like, they like to drink coffee.
Yeah.
And in front of this facade, when you sit in front of those wheat, and the real wheat you can actually smell, you will hear from those speakers, hidden in the wheat, a sound of flute, of traditional music. As you are in Serbia.
Yeah.
You can smell it, you can feel it, and you can touch it. On the windows, we call it the windows of the play of Serbia's past and future. Some of the footages that were recorded, some of the earliest plays, since we have the cameras, but also the content of the Serbian Expo 2027, the progress of development, are landscaped around the facade. So we can come in. So the 3 elements that kind of were embodying our design was the wheat, is what we eat. Second was the sound, which is part of the elements of the Expo 27, Play for Humanity. Music is one of the elements. And then the social engagement is very important. Is what I say, the relationship starts there. On that social engagement, we're going to start by the interaction of the artists who are using the knitting technique. Maybe we can show the traditional Serbian knitting technique. And very soon the Chinese guests are going to join this technique, and together they're going to create some traditional patterns together with the local Chinese guests and our Serbian artists. By the end of the expo, we don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be made together. And actually, my students are going to come here tomorrow. They are going to mostly try to help work on that.
So what's the plan? Are we going to finish the whole wall, or just one part of it?
Not the whole wall. They are going to have sequences of the wall with some. Well, it's a surprise.
Yeah. So we'll wait till the last day.
Right. Now, this is the booth designed. It's actually very challenging because we realized that at this place you cannot just design interior, you need to design the experience and interactivity. And we call this booth Taster Destination, which means that we need to understand visitors, so we need to make a system to understand visitors. Based on what, we will know what to serve them. And in this display, you're gonna get a survey, a questionnaire, where you can fill male or female, the landscape that you feel like, so those are sceneries of Serbia, and the social activity, whether you like cycling, shopping, dancing. What is the food platter that you prefer?
Pljeskavica and cevapi.
All right. In a spare time, where do you go? What do you like to do?
Drink coffee and go to the
All right,
mountains.
we are going to the mountain. Any trait? Are you a reader, explorer, flowerist, speaker?
Explorer and speaker, probably. Explorer. Let's go with
Okay.
explorer. Yeah.
So, if you're Chinese,
Yes.
you would get your Serbian profile. So, if you're Chinese, if you are Chinese born as a Serbian in next life, this would be your name. And if you scan the content, so we're gonna do the quick scan. Not just that you're gonna get your profile that is delivered based on your answers, but you're gonna get a description of that profile. What would be your occupation? What would you do? Where would you live? And to help the Chinese visitors and all the guests, we also explain some of the locations. So tomorrow, if they are visiting Serbia, they would know what fits their profile and they would know where to visit. Most importantly, they would know what to eat.
Yes.
Music, and how would they spend their day. With this card, they can go to chef. They can show
This is the card for the chef, for the food.
exactly, and they would get a specialized food based on this profile.
Amazing design.
And then if they get interested, and if people like to learn more, on this wall we have extracted some of the elements of what makes us, elements of what we eat, of what makes us character, embodied with the Expo 27 theme, the elements of play that are actually core of the Expo, from the sport, music, education, and innovation. Now, that wall is very, very difficult. We were creating that wall for days, and it's made of layers. It has a first layer of a printed paprika pattern, and paprika is a very important ingredient in many Serbian dishes. It's a spice that gives a touch to everything. And we wanted to give a touch to the interior. But if you see, within that layer, there is a cork of wine. Used wine corks, and if you go further, you will recognize a pattern of Serbian kilt.
Yes.
Then we made a hole, then we put the cork into that wall, and then we put another surface to cover it. So it has like a 3 layers of a customization that you can't do it unless build it. So this is the one and the only kind of a wall like that. And finally, after you taste everything, there is the map of Serbia. Ingredients are, let's say, active in each region, but they're not the only one for each region, so we also give a little bit description of what each region might have. Mostly we also use the ingredients that are familiar in China. And many people are commenting, but Serbia doesn't make coffee, then why we have a coffee as an ingredient? Whether we like it or not, we did the survey, and apparently people love enjoying coffee in Serbia, and it is a tourist attraction. In every comment, it's a part of our lifestyle. We don't grow it, but it's a part of our lifestyle, and people need to know that that's what they're expecting when they get in Serbia. A nice day with a slow coffee, not pick up Starbucks.
Domaća kafa.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is like the local coffee made in Jasmine.
Exactly. And yeah, I think after that, people come and they actually see the whole pavilion. And it's very important that it's made in China. We are working in China. Our office is since 2014. And the speed here is enormous. And the contractor and our partners who are helping us build this, they are really engaged. They really feel also like Serbia is part of their suddenly expansive
I
culture.
believe that you can definitely feel when you say that you're a Serbian.
Yes.
It's like totally different feeling.
Yes, there is like, I used to live in Europe. You come to China. For me, I feel like I finally have a safe ground being a expat without a prejudice. I think that's the best way to say. So, and a really great experience, and really the way how people who were building our design were dedicated to this. Really, I want to say thanks to them to make this pavilion equally good, because it's Serbian pavilion but made by China and Serbia together. I think that's the very strong message. Otherwise, it cannot be this result.
Iron friendship.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
No,
Hvala vam. Ovo je prelepo.
Drago mi je, drago mi je.